Before we begin, we would like to say that, in our opinion, what follows is not suitable for children, or for those of you who are of a Marxist or misandrist disposition.
Oh no.
Oh, for God's sake!
Piss off!
Hello Grumpies, this is our Ratings Ups and Downs video for the Bill Hartnell Doctor, the first TV Doctor. The character is conceived and developed by Newman, Wilson, Coburn, Webber, Whittaker, Lambert, and of course Hartnell himself. The first Doctor is William Hartnell, and William Hartnell is the first Doctor. The first Doctor is not an anti-imperialism brown portal baby created by a Marxist Ming Mong to retcon Doctor Who's history to suit his own political ideology. Fuck off. This graph shows the average ratings for each of Bill Hartnell's stories, with the highest rated being The Rescue. You thought it was Dalek Invasion of Earth, didn't you? No, it's not, it's The Rescue. And the lowest rated being, unsurprisingly, The Smugglers. These are the average ratings for each of Bill Hartnell's 3 years as the Doctor. Year 1, Unearthly Child to Reign of Terror. Year 2, Planet of Giants to the Time Meddler. Year 3, Galaxy 4 to the 10th Planet. When you average those out, Bill Hartnell's overall average audience comes out the same as Pertwee, at 8.2 million. Now, since this is our last Ratings Ups and Downs video, just to recap, ratings can do one of three things from 1 week to the next. They can go up, which is in green, they can go down, which is in red, or they can stay the same, which is blue. So, how does the Bill Hartnell Doctor compare to the other Doctors in terms of ups and downs? Well, let's find out. William Hartnell's audience went up 56 times and down 59 times. In percentage terms, how does that compare to the other Doctors? Well, David Tennant's audience went up 56% of the time, Peter Capaldi's audience went up 54% of the time, same as Shitfester McCoy. Peter Blanderson's audience went up 53% of the time. John Pertwee's audience went up 52% of the time. Tom Baker's audience went up 51% of the time. William Hartnell's audience went up 48% of the time. Patrick Troughton's audience went up 42% of the time. Matt Smith's audience went up 38% of the time. Porky Baker's audience went up 37% of the time. And then there's Jodie Whittaker. And so we've reached the end of our ups and downs journey. A journey that was inspired by the ratings graph showing Whittaker's disastrous overnight ratings. Ratings graphs are a much better way of showing the changes in Doctor Who's audience than a list of figures. And if you look at this graph showing the average audience for each Doctor, you can see how history is repeating itself. But now that we've gone through the ups and downs of each Doctor's audience, how do they compare on a graph? Well, if you use 5.6 to represent 56%, say, rather than 5.6 million, when you plot out each Doctor's percentage increase, this is what you get. And just to remind you, this is the 50% cutoff, which lets you see which Doctor's audience went up more than it went down. Here are all the ups and downs for each of the Doctors and for Whittaker. And I know what you're thinking. What happens when you add them all up? Well, when you do, here's the answer you get. From Unearthly Child to Return of the Turtlemen, Doctor Who's audience has gone up 395 times and gone down 418 times, which means in percentage terms Doctor Who's audience has gone up 48% of the time, which I must be honest is a bit disappointing. But then disappointment is all we've got left to look forward to. Until the next time, resist the Marxists, don't be a sheep, and stay grumpy.
If you're a lefty and have been affected by anything in this video,
Fuck off!